I just want to talk to you about AI. I mean, apparently, Sir Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister, I don't wish to undermine him, has, for reasons that he may have been made aware of, welcomed the concept of AI into our society. It may have been because he did realise that it has been going on for ages. Now, a lot of the professors at Oxford and Cambridge are sort of skeptical now that computers will do as at our behest. They're worried that they may have ideas of their own and may want to frustrate or undermine. So in some ways it's against their advice, one or two individuals' advice, that Keir Starmer has gone or is encouraging us. But as I say, some of it may be because he knows that we do need in some ways some kickstart to boost the economy, but he may know that it has been going on for ages. Does he? I'm not sure that it has. I may be misspinning the whole thing. I may be telling lies. But someone leaked me a photograph of Hugh Edwards many years ago, and he was wide-eyed. He didn't look like the sort of grizzly teddy bear friend with sort of slightly grumpy attitude. My favourite presenter was Hugh Edwards for news for a long time, and I don't remotely condone his abuse of children. If he has abused children, he definitely was said to have drawn some children naked. Now, I don't know what in goodness name led him to do that. I know he's behind bars now, which maybe he does deserve to be, or maybe he isn't behind bars. Maybe he was a projected character in the first place, or at least the Hugh Edwards of late, the slightly Elvis-lipped teddy bear, may have been. It may have been that the individual involved, Hugh Edwards, did have plastic surgery at some point. It may have been that he was encouraged to. The BBC were encouraging all the people who were going to be older presenters to have plastic surgery, or rather that they were kicking out older presenters so much that there was a backlash in that everybody who was about to be an older presenter decided to present themselves as looking 30 years old, younger, or completely different from how they had been. It's a mystery to me to some extent. I do know that when I worked at BBC Radio York, there were about 40 people involved in working there, and I've been led to believe that there's been huge cutbacks since then. So I know that it may be stumbling. Now, I do mention this because it was said that Hugh Edwards was on a huge sum of money. Do we believe that? It may be that he was a projection, and I don't wish to push that view at all, because although he is obviously has been a terrible man and warped, really, I wouldn't necessarily wish him dead in prison. So I am keeping open the possibility that he may be a real man. I wouldn't want prisoners to be killed entirely. I wouldn't want prisoners to be killed. But this AI complex is problematic because many years ago, as I say, it's not only that some of the BBC characters may be projections and the film stars using maybe the same coordinates visually as bona fide film stars had. And maybe with their permission sometimes. I read in an encyclopedia from America that it has been going on an awful long time, since the beginning of the 1990s. And that is more significantly longer, further ago than maybe one would suspect. I also want to make people aware of years ago, about early 1980s, there were a group of people in New York, young boys, very attracted to some of the climbers like Chris Bonington and daredevils who jump between skyscrapers and so on, was that falsely encouraging them to be risk takers, when actually many of the people involved, the images involved, may have been AI images.